Good morning and welcome to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren, President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, Production Manager at OCTV and overall supporter of the community.
You betcha. We both are. We love Oxford.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
We all have our ups and downs and bumps in the road in Oxford, but we do join together.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Our community has so much going on, you know, whether it be the roads or whether it be actual events that are taking place throughout our community.
Yeah.
And now that we're finally going to be making it into May, where did April go?
Well, the snow took it away.
Yes, it did.
We had so much snow in April. It was amazing. But hopefully we're going to have warmer weather soon.
Yes. No more of, well, you know, our evenings get down to about, you know,
the 33s. I had, be careful of ice on, you know how your car gives you messages?
Yeah.
Yesterday, be careful of ice.
Really?
Come on, it's the end of April.
I know.
But there are people out on the streets. That's what's really nice, is to see. I think we're all like, it doesn't matter. We're going to get outside.
Cabin fever has definitely hit everybody.
Yeah, it has. And I've seen people on the Pollyant Trail now, more people than just one lonesome dove. You know, it's really nice to see. There's hope.
There is hope. There is hope. Well, we worked outside yesterday afternoon.
Oh, good.
Saturday was a no. But yesterday afternoon and Friday afternoon we were out, and we just got so much cleanup to do, as everybody does, you know. Right. But I love it. I just love being outside and hearing the birds. And we had 2 pheasants. We had 2 male pheasants that came through our property.
Wonderful.
Saw the female by herself, but the 2 males came through yesterday. Wow. So we made sure we put the corn out for them.
That's a rare sight.
Nowadays
it is.
It's been
years since I've seen them. I've heard them. A couple of years ago I heard one on our lake, on the other side of our lake. But I haven't seen one in years. And in the 70s, they were everywhere.
They were everywhere. Well, that was the reason that actually we moved out. We wanted to get back out into the country again. And so when we found the property that we now purchased in Metamora, we had lots of pheasants out there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so pretty.
Yeah.
And then we've had a number of years where never, ever saw one.
Well, I'm glad to
and
hear
now
you
this
have 'em.
year, so
we've had a lot of critters. We live in the middle. We live on a lake, so of course, you know, there's neighbors everywhere. In fact, when we moved in, my son said, "Mom, you live in a fishbowl." But we have had mink, fox, coyotes, turkeys, eagles.
Oh, I would love to
And
see
just
an
lately
eagle.
we've got, I keep calling them buffleheads. We have these diving ducks that come in, and they stay for about a week and a half, and then they move further up to Canada. Apparently they're cold weather birds. But it's amazing, all the critters, all of a sudden, that's everywhere.
Well,
I mean,
the
everybody you
sand
talk
cranes.
to, and the cranes, there's so many of them.
Oh, my goodness.
It's nice. So everything that we're doing for ecology seems to be helping.
Absolutely.
Because all the animals that we haven't seen in years and years and years seem to be coming back. And in my lifetime, until just recently, I didn't see an egret in the state of Michigan.
No.
You had to go to Florida for that. Got them here. It's really
Thank
nice.
goodness. So keep up the good work with Mother Nature and helping, keeping our animals here. So
Don't know how I got on that subject, but
I know.
Be nice to your little wild critters around you. Also, be careful on the roads. That's one thing. Oh my goodness,
the turtles. The turtles are now out.
Be careful. Of
And
the turtles.
to see them so slowly going across the road, you know, it doesn't take much to just, if there isn't traffic, stop, pick it up, just get it over to the side that it was heading towards.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this that's something every year that just drives me crazy, is to see a turtle squashed in the middle of the road. It's not like they dart out in front of you.
No, it's
possums,
a slow
same
process.
thing.
Oh, the possums and the raccoons. We're now seeing a lot of that.
Be careful out
here we're supposed to be talking about Daybreak, and we're talking about nature. We love it.
Well, that's part of our downtown area, too.
Yes, it is.
When I lived right downtown, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because it was one of those you can't sleep, and I was out on my deck, and I lived right on Gillespie, almost at Burdick, and I'm hearing this clomping sound.
Oh, my.
And I look up, and there's 2 deer walking down the sidewalk. So it's appropriate conversation. There's a lot of critters in the downtown area, too. So just be careful out there.
All right.
So I'm sorry, on to regular business of downtown.
Well,
that was fun.
That was fun. I would like to just start off with our one item here from the Chamber. We're having our 3rd annual golf luncheon. That's going to be held on Friday, June 15th, out at Boulder Point. And this is going to be 9 holes of golf. Let me read this to make sure that I have everything correct. It'll be 9 holes of golf, lunch, networking, and our speaker is going to be a state representative, John Riley, from District 46. And he's going to be speaking on behalf of our community and the state of Michigan. So members of the Chamber, cost will be $65. Non-members, cost will be $80. So with that, you're going to receive 9 holes of golf, cart included, lunch, the speaker, a gift bag, and great networking opportunity. Now, for those who aren't golfers but would still like to be able to come for lunch and to listen to our speaker, members of the Chamber will be $30 each, and non-members will be $45 each. So the sponsors for this event are going to be Curtis Insurance, JDR Wealth Management, Lakestone Bank, HealthQuest, CMS Realty, and Closets by Design.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah,
and then there's a number.
Sponsors.
That is.
Great.
We've really, this has been a fantastic outing for us. So.
Well, and if anyone, if you've not had a chance to speak with John Riley, he's such a down-to-earth person.
Yes.
You know, right now in the news media, you get the impression that politicians are grandstanders and stars and et cetera, et cetera. He's not. We interviewed, he came right to the studio when he first got into that position, and he's serious about what he's doing. He's serious and committed to his job. And he'll listen to what you have to say. So it's a really great opportunity to go in there and speak with him and hear what he has to say and the progress that he's made within his position in the state of Michigan.
Fantastic.
As well as, you know, it wouldn't hurt for you to give him your views, but he's a good guy.
Well,
I
really,
him.
speaking of giving your views, you know, our politicians are there for us.
That's right.
And if they don't know what your thoughts are, by all means, you must share that.
Oh, yeah.
You got to share it, and you might as well do it right to the person that is going to take it back and make it a discussion.
Right. Yeah. No fair complaining. If you don't take that step, we're half of the entire relationship here as far as politicians are concerned. If you don't take that step, you need to speak up.
You sure do, and so that'll be a great opportunity. Once again, that date is Friday, June 15th, and it's out at Boulder Point Golf Course. So if you'd like to register for that, you can either go online at our Chamber website, or you can even call the office and talk with Nicole, and she'll get you all set up. That phone number, I'll get it to you next time.
We'll give it to you on the next segment, but you can also look it up if you type in Oxford Chamber, Oxford, Michigan.
Chamber of Commerce. 248-628-0410. And with that being said, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren, President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, Production Manager at OCTV, where we're at.
Where we're at right now. We are recording. So, we were talking about State Representative John Riley, who's going to be at our golf outing, the Chamber's golf outing in June. And with that being said, there's a lot that goes on here in the community as far as meetings that can be attended by anyone from our community. So I kind of wanted to be able to share this information. We hear and see so much in social media, so much negativity. We can have a good event take place, and all of a sudden the negativity comes out. Well, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Why wasn't so-and-so involved? Why wasn't this a whole community thing?
How come I didn't know about that? I hear that a lot. Why didn't I know about that? What?
and it's like, you can only promote so much, and you don't really know the avenues that people are truly looking at. And sometimes people are only looking at, something that they can throw a little jab in there. But I thought that this would be a good time for us to just mention all of the meeting schedules that we have just within our village of Oxford.
Right.
Starting off with the village council, major thing that is very important to attend. When you have ideas or when you see something that that you feel in your heart needs to be addressed, this is where you will come. And there is always a open forum. It's not an open forum.
It's called public comment.
Thank you, public comment. And so.
And that's kind of like the beginning and the end of decision making within this village limit. And so you need to show up at those meetings and make your voices heard. You're the one that's paying taxes.
Right.
To have the amenities that you have within this village. It's up to you, and the onus is on you to pay attention to how those taxes are being spent and where they're being directed and why. That is really important. Yes. And you can hold your representatives accountable as to why the money is being spent the way it's being spent. If you don't understand it or you don't like it, go there and find out why. Find out, like Deb said, the avenues that they have to take and sometimes they're forced to take for the end result. So it's half and half. It's half your responsibility to make sure those funds are being spent properly and to make sure how those funds are being spent. And it's their responsibility to carry it out. But it's your money. And I can't even imagine why you don't go to those, why not go to those meetings. I get it. You work all day long, and it's hard to go to a meeting at 6:30 at night when all you want to do is feed your kids and eat your dinner. It's twice a month they have meetings for the village. If that's not what you're interested in, but that's where your tax dollars are going, there's plenty of other meetings, right?
There sure are. So with the village council, they, like Terry said, they meet twice a month. It's on the 2nd and the 4th Tuesday, and they meet at 6:30 at the village council chamber. Now, keep in mind, OCTV also tapes these. So
we do.
If you're unable to attend, at least you can watch it on OCTV, because there could be something that was discussed that you weren't even aware of, and all of a sudden this triggers questions. Well, then the next meeting you can attend, or at least get somebody to represent your views as to what you feel needs to be shared. So twice a month they meet, 2nd and 4th Tuesday, 6:30 at the village council chamber.
Easy to say, huh?
Our DDA board. Now, those of you that have businesses down in the DDA district. I mean, they meet the 3rd Monday of each month. Once again, they're in the village council chamber, and they meet at 6 o'clock. They too have a voice where you can voice your opinions, questions, comments, anything. So they have that within their agenda as well.
And the impact that the Downtown Development District has on the rest of the community, again, is paramount.
Yes.
You know, you can't just sit there and say, well, that's just the business owners downtown. It affects you.
And it's your tax dollars.
It is your tax dollars. So pay attention, people.
Exactly. Then you've got those that are concerned about the design of the area. So the DDA Design Committee, they meet on the second Thursday of each month, and they're in the DDA office at 2:30 in the afternoon. Our DDA Economic Restructuring, they are on the third Thursday of each month, once again at the DDA office at 2:30. DDA Organization Committee, a lot of DDA stuff going on here, so
There's a reason for that.
Exactly.
It's very important.
Exactly. So the DDA Organization Committee, they meet on the second Tuesday of each month, 9 a.m. in the DDA office. DDA Promotion Committee, first Monday of each month, 11 a.m. at the DDA office. Then we have our Planning Commission. They meet twice a month, the first and the third Tuesday of each month, Village Council Chamber at 7 p.m. And last but not least, the Zoning Board of Appeals. They're on the first Monday of each month, and they're once again in the Village Council Chamber, and they're at 7 p.m. So, you know, if you have issues, you're seeing something that you know, voice your opinion. You don't like it, voice your opinion. Please don't put it out on social media, because that falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, it gets nowhere.
It really does.
It spreads some negativity around that just really is going to go nowhere. And learn about the structure of your local government. If you're having issues maybe with you want to build a shed, you need to go to the zoning board or the planning commission. First, planning commission, they're the ones that make sure everybody follows the ordinances within the community as far as building structure, parking structure is concerned. If you see something in the community that's doesn't seem quite right as far as buildings are concerned, go to your planning commission first. Planning commission will then direct you on where you want to go. Zoning Board of Appeals isn't really, unless you don't, unless you're building a structure that doesn't quite conform, you really don't, it's not as necessary to show up at those meetings. But the planning commission, the DDA, which there's so much going to happen within the community in the next year and a half. DDA is really important to keep an eye on that, because they're the ones that are going to be impacted and have a huge voice on what's going to happen as far as the Main Street is concerned, the downtown reconstruction. So,
and once they get started into that, it isn't like, oh dear, I wish I would have said. No, the time is now. The time is now. So I'm glad that we took this whole segment to be able to talk about that, because this is where our heart is, and this is where you as residents and business owners in this community really have to, you know, take an honest look at this and say, yes, I want to become involved.
Right.
With that being said,
it's the heart of our community. So get involved.
With that being said, we're going to take another break, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Catch us anytime on YouTube. Go to Oxford Community Television YouTube.
Hey, welcome back to Daybreak. Debbie Wren here from the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, production manager at OCTV.
Well, we're going to take this opportunity now to talk about some upcoming events. And on Saturday, May 19th, there's a number of things going on May 19th, you know? I mean, it seems like anything I read in the paper, that happens on May 19th. But this one here is really kind of close to my heart.
Very big.
It's the kickboxing exhibition that's going to be taking place at Bulls Boxing Club, which is located in Legacy 925. They are going to have their exhibition from 4 to 6 p.m. on May 19th. And OCTV is going to be there. And you guys were there 2 years ago?
Their first year that they had it, it was spectacular. Really great opportunity for us to get some good shots too. But yeah, we were there and we covered it. And then unfortunately, we had another event last year.
Yes.
Because so much happens.
I know.
We have so few days to do stuff, to get stuff done during this season, the summer season, that we've been pretty busy. We have been busy. So no matter where you look, I think you're going to find an OCTV personnel every weekend or in the evenings. We've been really busy, but we're going to catch that one because the special people, the owners at Bulls, they're just wonderful.
Well, and I'd like to just go one step further with that because I'm out at Soothe Your Soul every Tuesday and every Friday with my business. And in doing so, I've been in, and this is how I met Bull and his wife Maria, because on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, they have from 12 to 1:30 people who have Parkinson's disease. They have special classes which they are certified for. It isn't that, you know, they're making this stuff up. No. They are certified to do this. And I have been able to meet a number of just people. Outstanding people. Just kind of brings tears to my eyes because, you know, with Parkinson's, your energy is pretty much taken away from you because you have to focus on every step you take, every motion that you do. And in just the short amount of time that I've been there, because I like to help out. I like to help when, you know, they start off in their circle and they just take a beach ball and they just bounce it around. And as a kid, I can remember doing that. But to see the interaction that takes place with this, and once they're done with that portion of their class, then we move all the chairs. So I help with that. But to see the people use...
the emotional encouragement that they give one another is really amazing. We did a story on them, and we're going to do another one.
Good.
And those people, the emotional, you said to see them interact with one another, the emotional support.
They support each other, you know, really because it's men and women. And really, like I say, in the short amount of time I've been there, there have been a minimum of 5 new people coming in.
Good to hear. Well, that's sad, but I'm glad they're finding help in that way.
That's just it. You know, there are people that have this disease that, you know, they don't know where to go. Right. And a number of the students in this class, they were going down to Troy. And so this is why Bull and Maria have, I should say, this is why they decided, hey, let's do this here in Rochester. We have the facility.
In Oxford, right.
What did I say?
You said Rochester.
I did. I am so sorry.
That's all right. Close.
We are in Oxford.
Further north.
So,
it's a
once again,
great program. Even just to go in and watch, it's heartwarming. We did the program for our community access, and I showed my husband, and he cried through the whole thing.
Well,
it's
just heartwarming right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm sorry.
What they're doing for those people. So, support this exhibition on May 19th. Their time is 4 to 6, right?
4 to 6 p.m. Yep.
Yeah.
And then while you're there, you can also, because you know what's going to take place in town is the Lone Ranger's going to have their pub crawl. The Lone Ranger Festival is having their pub crawl.
Yeah.
So I don't have all the details on that, but I know a number of our restaurants are really involved in this. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's wonderful.
So, and then, hey, guess what? It's going to be concert in the park time. Love it, love it. It doesn't even seem like it's possible, but they're going to be starting June 14th, and they always have their open mic which is going to start at 6, and then 7 o'clock is when the actual concert starts. Now, I do not have at this time any of the details of the different bands that are going to be here, but I'm going to make sure that we get that so that I can let you folks know as well. And then Oxford Parks and Recreation. They're going to be starting their sign up for all their fun activities, so make sure you go on out to their website, that's the Oxford Parks and Rec, and see everything that they're going to have available this summer, because there's always lots going on out there.
Oh my goodness, they add more stuff every year.
I know.
They've just got such great stuff going on, and those people work so hard. And it's not just the park on Seymour Lake Road, it's also the park on Oakwood Road and Powell Lake Park. They built a lookout over the lake now. It's just they just keep going and going and going out there.
Good for Dan.
Yeah,
I'm so
we're
proud
so
of Dan.
lucky. I mean, that's another place our tax dollars go. So we're so lucky that they're spent so wisely as far as our parks and recs. People come out here for quality of life.
And you know,
And they're
we have
getting
really, for
They
sure.
really are. They're getting it. There's also a bridge dedication on June 2nd, I believe. It's the same day as Tough Mudder.
Oh, wow.
So there's going to be big events in town, but the bridge dedication is, it will be named after Larry Obrecht, the man who pushed getting the bridge here for the Pollyant Trail to begin with, the bridge across 24. And I also want to mention the Rotary Club. Those people are silent warriors. They really are. Speaking of what people do for each other in the community, the Rotary Club, that is a neat group of people. I can't even tell you when they meet, so I would suggest that you look up their meeting times and just attend one of their meetings. They're so delightful. We were able to attend this past week because Bill Service, they awarded Bill Service the G.E. Meads Award, and it's for people that are not Rotarians that contribute to the community, to the health and welfare and just general, you know, Bill's service, anybody that knows
right.
just that supports and emotionally supports and just does what he can for the community, and Bill has. He has improved our station tremendously in the last 5 years. He has twice or thrice been the president of the American Legion Post 108.
I know.
And he's won
loved
awards for the Post, or awards for us.
For the community, for the
covering the
OCTV. I mean, you know, if you don't know Bill's service, then come on. Come on in here.
You need to come into town every now and again.
Come on into OCTV because he's that welcoming voice. When you walk through the front door, his office is on the left-hand side. Hello.
It's like when you walk into Cheers. Norm. Every time somebody walks in the door, well, look who's here, he says. And you can see him on our community access. In fact, the awards ceremony or the awards banquet that the Rotary had will be on our community access this week. So,
Perfect.
so
What a wonderful way of closing our last segment here for Daybreak by talking about Bill and having
on a happy note.
On a happy note, Miss Smiley Face. So with that being said, we're going to close this time, and we will see you all again real soon. Take care and have start of a wonderful, wonderful spring going into summer.
On Friday, it's Fish Day at the American Legion in Oxford. It runs from noon to 8, and we will have over 300 of our best friends enjoying our fish and our carryout. Sure, we have checked it out, and we have found that we have the best cod and walleye in Michigan. Want dessert? It's all homemade by our auxiliary ladies for just $1. For your vets, we have hats, just $5. On the bar side, here's some of our friends. Hi, everybody. On the museum side, some more friends. Hi again. Where you can check out one of the best military museums in the state. All Friday at the American Legion from noon to 8 at 130 East Drainer Road in Oxford.